When I feel what I feel, sometimes it's hard to tell you so. You may not be in the mood to learn what you think you know.
It is Miss Andrea here, aka the Barefoot Bombshell, and I wanted to do a series on, I'm not even going to call it a series, I want to do every now and then some postings on these old wise sayings. Some of them are from Southern black culture, others of them are from the Bible, others of them are Chinese proverbs or Eastern proverbs. I want to do every now and then a video just highlighting some of these different sayings. Some of them are like I said, Southern, and they're from black culture, and I think it's a part of our culture that we're losing. A lot of us young people, I'm including myself, because when I talk to my grandma and my great aunts, they say some stuff and I'm like, what does that mean? And like, child, you don't know what that means? And then they explain it to me, and there's a lot of wisdom in it. Some of the stuff is so simple, but there's a lot of wisdom in it. So I thought I would do a series highlighting some of these different sayings and proverbs that kind of stick out to me. I'd love for you to share any of the ones that you have, that you think that people would want to know about. If you have one that you've heard but it doesn't make sense to you, I'd be more than happy to run it by some people in my family and see if I can get an answer for you also. But before I get started on what the saying is, I want to show you what shoe I have on today. Today I am wearing this really standard, very cute leopard print pump by BB, and it is beaded sequin rhinestone, because you know me, I'm all about the bling. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. The saying that I want to talk about today is the saying, you know fat meat ain't greasy. This saying has nothing to do with weight. So if someone says it to you, they are not calling you fat. I used to think that. What it means is, don't believe everything you hear. Fat meat is greasy. If you ever got a piece of fat meat off of a steak or whatnot and you put it in your mouth, it's greasy, it's slimy. So just because I tell you that fat meat isn't greasy or ain't greasy, suddenly does not make fat meat no longer greasy. So that's what the saying is telling you, is don't believe everything you hear. Just because somebody says something doesn't make it so, does not make it true. So this saying would be used when you're talking to somebody and they say something to you that you feel they need to be a little bit more discerning about what they're hearing. So instead of saying all that and being wordy with it, you could just say to them, you know fat meat ain't greasy. Which is, girl, you need to stop believing everything that you hear. So that is one of the sayings I wanted to talk about today. It's one of my favorites. I think it's really cute, but the point gets, across. Now, some people might not know what it means. I think it comes as a confusion here. When I say here, I'm talking about in the West Coast, because people here tend to be a little bit more health conscious. And a lot of people don't eat fatty meat here. It's very common to eat fatty meat and fat back and stuff like that in the South, and cultures that have a stronger Southern influence. So if you were in the South and you said that, it's very likely someone would understand what you're saying. Here, people say it and I see the confusion, but they don't want to admit they don't know what the person just said. So I've got family from Tennessee, so I hear a lot of sayings and whatnot, and that's one of them that I've sort of kept on and held on to as a little bit of a gem. So I'll be back at some point. I don't know if it's going to be my next video, but I'm going to do a video again and expect to see more videos that are dealing with these little sayings. Okay? Alright, take care, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.